Prospect spotlight for UFC Uruguay. Fight night 156 is this weekend. And my prospect spotlight is Cyril fucking Gane. If you don't know this name, you better get to know this fucking name. Okay? People have been sleeping on this guy. I heard a guy comment on my video the other day. I can't remember his name, sorry. Comment on my video saying, why are you so confident? Why is everyone so confident in this Cyril Gane guy? Who is he? Who is Cyril Gane? How dare you ask that question, first of all? But if you're looking at Cyril Gane, you're talking about a dominant kickboxer out of France. If you're looking at a prospect for heavyweight, this is everything you can possibly ask for. You're talking about a dominant kickboxer. I can't remember what his record was, but he was facing some decent guys. I think he was 13-0, undefeated as a kickboxer. I believe it was 13-0. It might have been more, it might have been a little bit less. It was around that range of the early teens, but he was a great kickboxer. He has been talked about in whispers. Okay, he's out of France. He's Francis Ngannou's main training partner. Okay? He trains with Francis Ngannou the most out of anyone. He's his main... If you're Francis Ngannou's main training partner, you know what that tells me? It means you're a fucking savage. It means you can handle his power because... Listen, if you're Ngannou's main training partner... If you're Ngannou's training partner in general, odds are you're getting KO'd. So for you to be a mainstay as a training partner with Ngannou, it tells me that no... You're not getting knocked out like the rest of Ngannou's training partners are. Ngannou can get good rounds with you where he can actually swing hard and not have to hold back to keep his training partners around. You know what I'm saying? Cyril Gane is a savage. And what I like about him is people say he's 3-0. This isn't a Mickey Gall 3-0 where you beat CM Punk, Mike Jackson and fucking Sage Northcutt. Okay? This is a different 3-0. Okay? Don't need to shit on Mickey Gall. I like Mickey Gall. He's a great fighter. But this ain't a Mickey Gall 3-0. When you look at Cyril Gane's record. First of all, I want to talk about he's fighting Raphael Pessoa. And when you look at Raphael Pessoa, he's the number 4 heavyweight in Brazil. Out of all Brazilians, he's ranked number 4 as a pro heavyweight. I look at his record, and what do I see? I see him face his first fight against a guy who's 0-2. This guy's been cherry-picked, okay? And I'll tell you why when I keep going through this record. Then he's 1-0, okay? Fair enough. Takes on a guy that's 0-1. Alright, maybe it's time for a challenge now. You're 2-0. Takes on a guy that's 3-6. Alright, maybe we should have a challenge now. He's 3-0. Oh, takes on a guy that's 2-2. Alright, 4-0. Now we can get at least better than 2-2. Takes on a guy that's 0-2. Alright, well he's 6-0 now. Maybe we should give him a guy who actually has a win on his record. No, he takes on a guy who is making his debut. Now he's 0-1. Then he goes 7-0. Takes on a guy that's 5-1. Decent. Very decent. Then you get an old fucking nobody who's 31-6. Decent record. Beat him. Those 2 wins are the only wins I count. 5-1 and 31-16. Now he's taken on Cyril Gane. And when I look at Cyril Gane, I see 3-0 and I don't see the same treatment that these other guys have got. I look at Bobby Sullivan. I think this is his easiest fight. The guy was 1-1. He's making his MMA debut. Fair enough. Then his second pro fight ever in MMA. He takes on a guy who's 7-0. Who's Canada's biggest heavyweight prospect in Adam Jigcha. I think that's how you pronounce his name. 7-0, 7 KOs, all of them within the first or second round. Actually, 6 of them in the first round, 1 of them in the second round. He's a savage. Cyril Gane knocks him out in the second. Destroys him. Absolutely destroys him. Then you're like, okay, Cyril Gane, you've taken on a guy at 7-0 in your second ever fight. Maybe we should get you a bit more experience. No. Cyril Gane says, I want another savage. So they gave him Roger Souza, who was 8-1 when he fought Cyril Gane. Okay? No decisions. 7 knockouts. 1 submission. And he takes on Roger Souza. Destroys him within a round. And KOs him. Cyril Gane is a real fucking deal. I'm putting my prospect spotlight pick on him. I feel like this guy that he's fighting has had a padded record. I feel like if you're... Honestly, I have this experience with a lot of guys. I feel like when guys come from Brazil, they come from Russia, they come from these other places. In Europe, it's a little bit different because the scene of MMA isn't that big over there. But in these places where MMA is a big enough deal, like in Brazil, South America in general, and Russia, you get a lot of guys with these good records coming out And when you really look into those records, it's very, very... They've only fought people from their country or town. They've only fought sub-tier opponents. Like I was saying this about Alexei Kunchenko. All these Russian guys that come out of Russia, their records are all... They're undefeated or they have one loss. It's because they're only fighting Russians, and it's such a niche talent pool that you're never going to get any variation. You're going to know what to expect from everyone, because you're all... Like, places have their own kind of fighting style. Like the Russians, they're going to be quite wrestling heavy. You know that's what you're going to deal with. It's very rare that a Russian fighter is going to be in Russia and they're going to get like, oh, this guy, he's from Canada, he's the next kickboxing phenom, he's making his debut, he's going to do some spinning shit. Watch out. They know what they're up against when they're in their niche talent pools. And I feel like that's what the case is with this Raphael Pessoa guy in Brazil. A niche talent pool. And I think Cyril Gane, Bon Gaming, is going to dish out the damage. Dish out the damage and show him why he's Francis Ngannou's main training partner. And knock him out in the first round. And Cyril Gane's going to make his explosion onto the scene. And I'll tell you this. There's fights for him at heavyweight, man. There really is. There really is fights for him at heavyweight. And if he's good on the mic, he can secure himself one of those fights. Maybe if he wins this one, we'll do him against Juan Adams. He cuts to make 265. He's 6'5". He's a big boy. Okay? He's a really big boy. You've got names coming up at heavyweight. We'll see if Cyril Gane explodes onto the scene like I'm expecting. Prospect spotlight. Cyril Gane gets the job done. And we're talking about him versus someone else at heavyweight within the next week. Mark my words. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Click that there. See you later.